Truckers and independent operators from my district have expressed concern with the FMCSA's proposed rule for heavy vehicle speed limiters. Time and again, data suggests that it's a complicated factor about the causation of truck passenger accidents, not to mention that the rule could be particularly harmful to small business owners. Does DOT think implementing this rule will be specifically harmful to independent owner-operators, and how did DOT decide on the suggested 60-mile-per-hour maximum?
I'd asked you, Mr. Secretary, to be short. You're kind of violating.
Sorry,
my rule
Mr.
there,
Chairman.
Mr.
Okay.
Klein. He didn't give the Secretary the time.
Well, the short answer is safety is our North Star. We'll be guided by the data, and we welcome stakeholder and industry input as we're working toward finalization of rules.
Thank you.
We're back at this again. I can't tell you how frustrating this is. The FMCSA back last year wanted to put speed limiters on semi trucks, and they even asked, truck drivers what they thought about this. And over 16,000 truck drivers commented saying they do not want this. Here's the question here. Why does the FMCSA ask for public comments from truck drivers if they always seem to do their own thing anyways, right? From updates that the FMCSA has made at the end of June of this next month, they should have some type of rule out. And remember, this rule is for commercial vehicles that weigh over 26,001 pounds to drive 60, 65, and 68 speed limiter. They're not sure what they want to put or oppose to it, but let's get into this video. What's going on, Mother Truckers? Welcome to Mother Trucker News. Please email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And, thank you so much for just making Mother Trucker News just the best place for information and just daily updates in the trucking industry. Now, there's one thing that has been on truck drivers' minds since last year, and the FMCSA wanted to propose a speed limiter on truck drivers, and the world just went crazy over it. I mean, it went completely nuts. Put it shortly, truck drivers were not happy with that. So, one of the big things was that, they said that they would unveil this proposed rule by June of 2023. So definitely it's time for an update since we're in May and next month, this could be going down. One thing that they did was they opened this up to the public, and over 16,000 truck drivers commented on this. And a majority of the comments were the same. They felt that this was unsafe, and that the FMCSA should not do this if they are about safety. Why does the FMCSA always ask for public comments, but then at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if 100,000 truck drivers comment on it? They seem to always proceed with what they were going to do anyways. There are some representatives that are coming together that are actually trying to stop this. So I want to talk about this here, and they have a great article on this on Landline. I'll put articles and links down below. It says speed limiter rule would be prohibited under Drive Act. They write, thousands of truck drivers have already spoken out against a speed limiter mandate on commercial motor vehicles. Now those drivers have the support of legislation that would put an end to the rulemaking. So this is their quote unquote of why they are putting this together. They say this overreach by the Biden administration has the potential to negatively impact all facets of agriculture and trucking industries. I know from experience driving semi while hauling equipment and years spent hauling livestock that the flow of traffic set by the state law is critical for safety instead of an arbitrary one-size-fits-all speed limit imposed by some bureaucrat sitting in a desk in Washington, D.C., right? This rule will add one more needless burden, and Congress must stop it. For example, if a rancher is transporting cattle in a trailer across the state line under this rule, the federal government would require a speed limiter device when above 26,000 pounds. Out of control bureaucrats are trying to impose ridiculous regulations on Americans who are trying to make ends meet. The bill here is HR 3039. So when we snap on this, let's see what we see here. So, definitely, I'll put links down below here, but, put your comments down. But these are the people that are co-sponsoring in Colorado, Michigan, Missouri, Pennsylvania, and Texas. So I'll put those links down below so that you guys can see those as well. So the biggest thing here is that you need to know when it comes down to it, is making truck drivers and just all commercial vehicles over 26,000 pounds, go 60, 65, 68. Will that mess up the flow of traffic? will that be bad for safety? What are your thoughts about that right there? I would say this, most accidents happen below 55. So if they're trying to make this safe, then that doesn't even make sense. But that's the update there of where we're at. Just want to update you, and hopefully something's done by this, because at the end of the day, the speed limiters, it doesn't really help and benefit anybody but the four-wheeler that is going to be speeding anyways. It always hurts the people that follow the rules. Mother Truckers, comment down below. What are your thoughts about this? I do know that a lot of mega carriers already go 65 miles an hour, and as you can see on news articles and everything, they 100% still get in massive accidents. So speed limiters, I think, definitely should be on the way out. Pay attention to this bill right here, because if this bill passes, then the FMCSA will not be able to make this law. So, this is definitely some interesting news. I'll update you guys when I have more, but this is an ongoing situation. Mother Truckers, comment down below.
Truckers and independent operators from my district have expressed concern with the FMCSA's proposed rule for heavy vehicle speed limiters. Time and again, data suggests that it's a complicated factor about the causation of truck passenger accidents, not to mention that the rule could be particularly harmful to small business owners. Does DOT think implementing this rule will be specifically harmful to independent owner-operators, and how did DOT decide on the suggested 60-mile-per-hour maximum?
I'd asked you, Mr. Secretary, to be short. You're kind of violating my
Sorry,
rule
Mr.
there,
Chairman.
Okay.
Fine. He didn't get a secretary at the time.
Well, the short answer is safety is our North Star. We'll be guided by the data, and we welcome stakeholder and industry input as we're working toward finalization of rules.
Thank you.
Thank you. I recognize my good friend from California, Representative Torres, for questions.
What's going on, Mother Truckers? We got big news here. Mother Trucker, Big Rig Tees, one-of-a-kind customs. We're gonna be at the Texas Trucking Show June 24th and 5th. Do not miss this for the world. I mean, for all the truck drivers out there, over 15,000 drivers came last year, and I'm telling you, it's free for all of y'all. All you got to do is just hit the links down below and register, and you can come just for free. It's out here at the Nrg Center in Houston, and we're going to have a good time. For exhibitors, there's still a couple booths left, so don't miss out on that. And if you want to bring your show truck, it's free to register as well. The Texas Trucking Show, they take care of our drivers. They make pretty much everything free for the driver, and just come and enjoy this event. We're going to see you there. Don't miss it, June 24th and 5th.